This is for the part of you that recognizes experience inside. Just take a slow breath and arrive here. You don't need to analyze anything. Let the words land where they land. Your body will take what it needs. And begin. Rest, safety, fear, inner conflict. My inner child speaks. I now recall the current feeling, belief, or circumstance. I struggle to feel safe when I rest. When I slow down, part of me feels guilty, lazy, or like I am falling behind. I feel like I always need to be doing something to deserve peace. Rest sometimes feels unfamiliar or even dangerous in my body. If I stop, old fears or inner pressure start coming up. Part of me believes I will lose control, miss something, or fail if I relax. I want to feel that rest is safe, healthy, and natural. I want my nervous system to know it is okay to pause without losing myself. I recognize these are subjective experiences arising within consciousness, not external truths. Even though a part of me feels deeply unsafe, guilty, and pressured whenever I try to rest, and I believe I must constantly do something to earn peace. I acknowledge this fear is just a passing pattern arising in consciousness, not who I really am. I feel a tightness in my chest when I even think about sitting still. My body braces itself, waiting for someone to tell me I am lazy. I am so tired, but stopping feels like stepping off a cliff. A voice inside says, if I am not producing, I have no value. My shoulders are heavy with the pressure of all the things I haven't done yet. My stomach clenches at the thought of missing out on something important. I feel the familiar shame creeping in, telling me I am falling behind everyone else. My mind races with a to-do list the moment I try to be quiet. I feel like I am a bad person for wanting to rest. My jaw is tight, holding on to the day even when it is over. Notice how this feels in your body, this constant state of alertness. It feels dangerous to let my guard down, like something bad will happen. I am scared that if I stop pushing, I will simply collapse and never get back up. There is a frantic energy inside me that won't let me settle. I feel a deep, old loneliness that surfaces in the quiet. My body is screaming for a break, but my mind won't allow it. Breathe into the heaviness in your chest. I watch myself from a distance, a small person trapped in this cycle of endless doing. I feel furious that I cannot just be still like other people seem to do so easily. I am exhausted down to my bones, yet I am still running. I am here, and this feeling of pressure is visiting me right now. I can feel my feet on the floor as this guilt passes through me. I am aware of my breath, even as the fear of stopping arises. My body is holding this sensation, and I am still here, still breathing. I notice the mind wants to jump up and fix this, but I'm just staying. I am present with this knot in my stomach, and it is not destroying me. I feel the urge to do something, and I am simply watching it. I am the space where this discomfort is happening. Underlying beliefs. I believe my worth is directly tied to my productivity and output. I believe that peace and rest are rewards that must be earned, not my natural state. I believe that if I am not constantly striving, I will fail and be abandoned. I believe my body is unsafe, and not to be trusted when it asks for rest. The emotional mechanism at play is a constant state of hypervigilance, where my ego identifies with the role of the relentless achiever to feel safe and in control. This pattern of doing protected me from feeling old fears of inadequacy or worthlessness in the past. This belief that I am only safe when I am achieving is a pattern from past experiences and is not my true self. The outdated identity of the relentless, self-sacrificing doer once served to keep me safe and feeling in control. But this protective structure is now being outgrown, as it no longer aligns with who I am. Adult, embrace and soothe your inner child. I'm so sorry to my inner child who learned that stillness meant danger. I am sorry you had to be so vigilant and busy just to feel worthy of existence. I am sorry no one showed you that your being here is enough without you doing anything. I understand why you are scared to stop. You were taught that your value came from what you did, not who you are. That feeling of guilt when you rest is just an old echo, and you don't have to listen to it anymore. Inner child. It feels a little quieter when you say that. Maybe I can just sit here for a moment. Is it really okay if I don't do anything right now? My body feels a tiny bit softer. An adult. I give you permission to heal from this relentless need to earn your peace. I give you permission to forgive yourself for every moment you felt guilty for resting. I release any guilt and shame you carry for being still. I honor our journey together, through the exhaustion and the fear. I love you, exactly as you are, still and quiet. You are safe to let go and simply be yourself, because I am here now and always to protect you. These feelings of pressure and fear are just passing experiences, not the reality of who you are. Now that we've felt and honored the experience, allow understanding and light to arise naturally. Message from Higher Self. You are not a machine designed for constant output. You are a living being, and rest is the very fabric of your existence, not an interruption of it. The belief that you must earn peace is an illusion born of a misunderstanding. You did not earn the air you breathe or the beat of your heart, and peace is the same. Truth restores calm by revealing that your inherent worth is not something you build, but something you already are. Freedom is found not in endless doing, but in the quiet recognition that you are complete in this very moment. Thoughts, fears, and emotional reactions are temporary appearances in consciousness, like clouds passing across the sky. The true self is always whole, untouched and free. The ask. Inner child. Experiential permission. I give myself permission to feel the weight of my body against this chair, and to notice it is holding me safely. It is okay to let my shoulders drop just a little and feel the sensation of release. I allow myself to feel the desire for stillness, not as an achievement, but as a simple physical easing. I can feel the rhythm of my breath, and for now, that is enough doing. Adult self. Regulated choice. I choose to stay present as I feel my body beginning to settle, noticing the shift without needing to make it last. I am here, grounded in my feet, while this new sensation of ease tries to find its way in. I am connected to myself, and I can explore this pause for just a few moments without urgency. Higher self, experiential allowance. I allow this experience of rest to unfold in its own time, in my body's way, without needing it to look a certain way. I release any control over whether this feeling of safety stays or goes, simply witnessing it arise. Awareness remains stable as these new, gentle sensations of calm pass through me. Bridge into your new reality. Where there was once a frantic need to get up, there is now a quiet curiosity about this moment of stillness. My body once braced itself for danger in the quiet, but now it is beginning to feel the quiet as a gentle support. The pressure to produce used to fill the silence, but now the silence feels like a soft space to simply exist. I used to believe I was falling behind when I paused, and now I sense that in pausing, I am catching up with myself. A part of me thought rest was a loss of control, but I now feel it as a gentle return to my own center. Reclaim your power. I reclaim my power from the belief that my worth is measured by my output. I now see that the pressure I felt was not a guide, but a learned response, and I am free to choose a different way. I choose to fully engage with life from a place of presence, not panic. I honor my inherent worth by meeting my need for rest with unconditional self-respect. I am the calm observer of this entire process, the unchanging awareness in which all these thoughts and feelings arise and pass, and I am always capable and whole. Seeing it done. I imagine myself feeling a wave of warmth and release as I sink into the couch at the end of a day. I see myself now, sitting quietly, watching the light change outside the window. And there is no inner alarm sounding. There is no list running in my head, no guilt in my stomach. I feel my breath moving slowly and deeply, and my body feels soft, open, and fully supported. My mind is quiet, like a still pool of water, and I am simply here, present and at peace. This new experience is arising in consciousness, and the real self is the stable witness, watching it all unfold with quiet joy. Rest is where I return to myself, not run from myself. Stillness is the space where I remember I am enough. My body knows peace now, and it feels as natural as breathing. I have all the time I need, and I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. Slowing down is not falling behind, it is finally catching up to my soul. This way of being, of resting without fear, is becoming my ordinary, safe, and non-dramatic reality. It feels normal to pause. It feels natural to breathe. It feels good to just be. Forward experiential visualization. Filling the developmental void around this pattern. I am sitting here, and the familiar urge to get up and do something is arriving. I notice the usual flutter of anxiety in my stomach, the slight tensing in my shoulders. I feel the impulse, and I simply stay seated. My breath continues, steady and calm, even as the thought passes through. I place a hand on my chest and feel the warmth of my own touch. The pressure to move is there, but it is just a sensation, like a distant sound. I let my gaze soften, looking at nothing in particular. My body remains heavy against the chair, anchored and still. The thought tries again, a little louder, telling me I am being lazy. I notice the thought, and nod. I notice my breath at the same time. A wave of tiredness moves through my legs, and I let them be heavy. I am not fighting the feeling, and I am not obeying it. My mind is quiet, watching this old pattern arise without needing to react. I feel a subtle warmth spread across my back, a sense of support. The inner child is watching me, seeing that I am not scared of this feeling. My breathing deepens on its own, slow and easy. There is no collapse, no failure, just me sitting here breathing. The urge to do is fading, like a wave receding from the shore. My body feels a soft, unfamiliar stillness, like water finding its level. I am here, present, and nothing bad is happening. A gentle sense of calm wraps around me, quiet and natural. This pause feels complete, whole, and utterly safe. Completion, relief, ease. A felt sense of this is normal and safe now. Allow this felt sense to continue integrating naturally in the body and in life. Take a deep breath, feel the shift, and smile. Let this settle gently. There's nothing you need to do right now. You can return to this whenever you feel called. Be gentle with yourself.